Hello everyone, I am Abinaya, Assistant Professor at Dr. SNS College of Education, Coimbatore. Today we are going to discuss an important topic that affects us in every aspect, that is global warming. Global warming is not just an environmental issue, but it is also a social, economic and political challenge. Over the next few slides, we will understand what global warming is, its causes, its effects, and how we can mitigate it. So by the end of this video, I want you to think about our own role in addressing this problem. Let us get into the video. Global warming. Let's begin with the definition. Global warming is the long-term rise in Earth's average temperature. So this happens because certain gases called the greenhouse gases, they trap the heat in the atmosphere. And these gases, they include carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide. They act like a blanket around the earth, allowing the sunlight in, but preventing the heat from escaping. And this is called as greenhouse effect. And a small greenhouse effect is natural and necessary for life. But the problem here is human activities, they have greatly increased all these gases, making the earth much hotter than before. To give you an example, since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, the average global temperature has already risen by about 1.1 degrees Celsius. That may sound small, but it has massive consequences. Causes of global warming. The biggest one is burning of fossil fuels. So coal, oil and gas, we call it as fossil fuels, right? So when we burn fossil fuels for electricity or for industrial purpose or for transport, it releases huge amount of carbon dioxide. Again, this carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. When huge amount of carbon dioxide is released into atmosphere, what will happen? It increases the temperature of earth. The second one is the deforestation. When we cut down the trees, that is forest, we reduce the number of trees that can absorb carbon dioxide. So when there are no trees, then amount of carbon dioxide gets increased. The third one is industries and agriculture. Factories, they release gases while livestock farming produces methane, a greenhouse gas at 25 times that is stronger than CO2. Methane is a greenhouse gas. So it is 25 times stronger than CO2. And the fourth one is the transportation, that is cars, buses, airplanes. All of them contribute significantly. And there are some natural causes like volcanic eruptions or slight changes in solar activity, but compared to human activities, their impact is very small. So these are the causes of global warming in general. Effects of global warming. Now let us discuss about the effects, what global warming is doing to our planet. First thing is the environmental changes. Rising temperatures are melting glaciers, so causing the sea levels to rise. So cities near the coast like Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata are at risk of flooding in the future. The next one is extreme weather. We are already seeing more heat waves, heavy floods, cyclones and droughts. So this is again the effect of global warming. Then the biodiversity loss. Animals like polar bear, penguins and even corals are losing their habitats. Socio-economic impacts. Agriculture is suffering and the food security is threatened, and millions of people may become climate refugees, forced to migrate due to environmental damage. The final one is the health issues. More heat related diseases, more air pollution, and the spread of diseases like dengue and malaria as mosquitoes spread to the warmer areas. or the final effects of global warming. So as you can see, this global warming doesn't affect only the environment, it affects humans directly. Mitigation strategies. So what could be the mitigation measures that can be done in order to reduce the global warming? First thing is switch to renewable energy like solar, wind and hydropower instead of coal and oil. Save forest and plant more trees. So forests are our best natural carbon absorbers. So we must save forest and we must plant more and more trees. Next one is the technological introduction, that is carbon capture methods. Green buildings and electric vehicles has to be used, and um, individual actions like using public transport, reducing the waste, recycling, saving the electricity, and even small things like switching off the fans and lights when not in use all make a difference. So mitigation requires action from the government, industries and individuals together. So we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. So it is our responsibility to act today. So global warming is not just a problem for future generations. It's already here, and our actions today will decide the um, impact of earth tomorrow. So let us be responsible. Thank you.